We
Yes.
do love
here
a
we
bit
go.
of Unwinese, don't we?
We do, that's true, yes.
We always have heartwarming appreciation for our listening folk who all sit around a computer book or mumbly phone and listening to the Gerry Anson audio plod.
Yeah, that's true.
Deep
That's very
joy
true.
all round. So,
Deep joy.
Listening folk, we are always very fond of you, and we hope you're fond of this fabby fact.
Oh.
If you're not familiar with Unwinese, don't worry.
probably switched off, yeah.
You haven't gone mad. Neither have I. It's just some nonsense gobbledygook that entertainer Stanley Unwin used to speak. Now, he was the star of Dad's series The Secret Service, where he was a priest spy who foiled the enemy with his unusual way of speaking. That Unwinese thing, which I just tried to do there very poorly.
Yeah.
And that only lasted for 13 episodes back in 1969. Anderson fans who remember the show love to impersonate Unwinese, don't they?
Yes.
Always
Yes, of course they do.
giving us the names of various series in Unwinese, like Cappy Sublet, Space Polyrosers, Terry Horns, Flexibold XL5, etc. And, of course, Moonbase Bang Bang 1999.
Brilliant.
So, yes. But anyway, how did Stanley Unwin come up with such a thing as Unwinese? The answer is threefold and might bring deep joy to your eyeball.
I'm sure it will.
Oh, God. I'm not really sure I should attempt this next bit.
Go on, read on.
In the first play, Kay, when our Heronius Stanley was a wee chappie, not knee-high to a knee-hopper.
Yes.
I mean, in the first place, when our hero Stanley was a little boy, his mother came back from the shopping explaining that she had fallopped in front of a tram and grazed her knee clappers. This is very much like something we said last week, which is not to be
never again.
repeated. Anyway, perhaps this gift of wordplay was inherited. Stanley reminded his mother that there was no such verb as fallollop, but filed it away for future use. Now, during a stint at Plessey's, the electronics company, Stanley was testing out a new oscilloscope. Mm-hmm. Every day, his supervisor would stroll past and ask, "Any joy, Stanley?" To which he would reply, "No joy." Until one fateful day when the errant device was put working again, he replied, "Joy! Deep joy!" his boss exclaimed. And Stanley made a note of that catchphrase too.
Wow.
And it all came together after Stanley became a parent. Getting bored of reading the same bedtime stories over and over again, he decided to change it up and read them in different voices. Instead of saying "once upon a time," he would say, "Once upon a polytito." No, he wouldn't. He'd say, "Once upon a..." No, I can't even say it without "once upon." He would say, "Once a polytito," and a new language was born. Stanley went on to be a regular guest on television, radio and film until his death in 2002. But what did his children think of hearing their bedtime stories in such mutilated phraseology? Well, according to the archived website stanleyunwin.com, the reaction was, "Tell it properly."
They're never happy, are they?
No.
They're never happy.
Ungrateful little oiks, the children. Anyway, there you go. I mean...
Now, it's very sweet. I think we've mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. The wonderful Stanley Unwin's gravestone. Did we read out the inscription last time we talked about Stanley Unwin? I've got it here. It says, "In loving memory of Stanley Unwin, engineer and entertainer in radio, television and films from 1911 to 2002, and his dear wife also, Frances Anne, from 1916 to 1993, reuniting in their heavenly abode, deep joy."
Oh, that was it. Lovely.
Isn't that lovely on his gravestone? Yeah, nice, isn't it? I think you can find that at a place called Long Buckby.
Oh.
Long Buckby. So if you're passing in Northamptonshire, pop in and pay your respectables.
Respectables, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that lovely? So, I mean, anybody who's not seen the Secret Service, I think we've gone completely mad now.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, but don't worry, because now we've done the Gospel Fab, we will be proceeding henceforth to the Andy Bold news. Some interweb wordings and twitterings from our listening folks, and yes, Easterings and Twitty plots aplenty. Upon complete most, we'll be receiving the musy thoughts and chastens of our interviewee of the day, Malcolm E. Garrett. And finally, our audio plod will terminate with the Scrambledy Scramble box from Chrissy Dayload. So... you can look forward to all those things coming up at the end of this Fab Facts.
How do you do that? You've got it all written down, haven't you? That's how you do it.
Yes, there is, of course, a script which I'm reading from very poorly. Anyway, that's it. I can't do any more of this. Unwinese is done. So that's the end of this week's Fab Fact.
Fabulous Factibold!